So if you try to cover, you try to cover a planet that's expanding in heat. There's life inside of it. There's a heart inside of it. It's like trying to cover the pores of our skin. The pores of our skin is where toxins exit. We can't do that. So I imagine personally all the cement being gone. This is what I foresee. And I foresee lots of things happening in the future. I believe in many things. I believe regardless of how you approach this in your belief system, in your state of mind, whether you want to be logical, scientifically minded, try to use reason, or you want to go with tradition, old ways, superstitious, or essentially a level of living which is deeper or more esoteric. I believe in prophecy. Now, whether it's prophecy or it's just saying, because we've done X, Y, Z in the past 100 years, the earth is going to react in this way, or society is going to bubble up in this way. It all makes sense. It all makes sense that all of this is leading to a climax. And right now, everything is hush hush. That's how it feels. Everybody can feel it. Everybody knows. The atmosphere, the energy, the emotions in the atmosphere is fear. That's what I feel. This isn't something I felt as strongly last year, the year before. Now it's so strong. Everywhere I go, right in the air, there's fear. There's fear in people's hearts. People understand that things are changing and they cannot be sustained the way that we are living. It is time to change. It is time to adapt to the planet. It is time for us to take responsibility of what we are doing systemically, collectively, at a massive level, and to not just downsize, but we need to change the entire system. This is what I believe. And this is what tribal revolt is. Tribal revolt, two meanings, two parts, right? Tribal, tribe, community, circle, family, tribe, old, tribe, tradition, old way, revolt. You cannot create a new society. We are going to create, this is what we are going to create, my generation, our generation. We are going to create a utopian society. I swear to God, we're going to do this. We're going to make a perfect society. And it's not going to be through trying to make it perfect. We're just going to stop doing all the things that don't make sense. And we're going to let the earth speak its piece. You cannot build a new society without denying the old one.
Hey Alex.
What's up?
So I'm ready for you to the Amazon stuff.
For sure. Can I come out in just maybe 15 minutes?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. So, if we are inundated, we're indoctrinated, we are setting our course of action through the intricacies of the system in play right now. We are going to have to deviate from that. You have to have the mindset of a badass. That's just how it is. You have to be willing to revolt. You have to be fighting one system or opposing one system in order for that system to die off and create another one. Even if we just start trying to create another one, there's going to be some sense of death. Whether it's our idea of the current system or it's the system itself. The system at some level, whether it's imaginary, it's in our minds, or it's physical, and I deem that it's both, it's going to have to die. So we have to revolt at a certain sense. We have to say enough is enough. And we have to oppose the system, not the people. Not the people that are wearing the suits, not the people that are driving the trucks and delivering everything and serving the corporations, not the people that work for the corporations inside the factories, but the corporation itself as an idea. That's what we're revolting against. We're not revolting against people. We're for people. We, you, me, everybody. We are for people. Tribal revolt is for people. It's for humanity. Humanity is the dignity and the life within every human being. That's humanity. Tribal revolt is for humanity. Tribal revolt is not against is not for the ideas that are not working. The government is an idea. The government has nothing to do with the people that are filling in those places. The government cycles through people, right? There's this person this year, the next year there's another person fulfilling the same task, the same task, the same task. The government is just an idea. We need to do what's right for the people. So, regardless of how you get your food, how I get my food, what does it matter how we get our food? Does it matter if we have a Congress? Does it matter if we can all just walk down the block and there's food farms everywhere? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because food is free. If you're upset by what I'm saying, just stop and think about what I'm saying. Think about it. Food grows out of the ground. You don't eat money. You don't need to eat money. You need to eat food. Food grows for free. Does that make sense? The water falls from the sky, grows food. There should be food everywhere. Why there is not food everywhere has to do with a corrupt system. Because whenever there's so much corruption in the system, it can't continue. It cannot continue. We have to open our eyes and wake the fuck up. We have to wake the fuck up and demand change. Because now it's just about control and power. It's not about anything else. It's not about being nice. It's not about bringing sustainability back. It's the system, I'm saying. The system in play is not about these things. It doesn't support happiness or health. It supports power and the ability to dominate and get leverage over others. That's what money does. It becomes a common tool. It becomes the commonality so that we can all communicate with each other and get what we need from each other. But by having that, we have the opportunity to have leverage over other people. Massive amounts of people. I mean, when one company owns all of the food, that's frightening. That is very frightening. Because everybody on the earth needs to eat food. There should never be one corporation, one head, one anything in charge of the food. The food should belong to the people. That means that our community should grow its own food. Every community should grow its own food. I was talking to a trucker once. He said that I got a ride from him hitchhiking. He said he drove oranges from the West Coast to the East Coast one day, and then he drove oranges again from a different company from the West Coast back, from the East Coast back to the West Coast. What? Come on. Is there any sense in that? There's any sense in that? We need a new system. I'm not saying I have the perfect answer. I'm saying you are an educated person. You are a gifted person. You know somebody. You have an idea. You have an idea. I have a vision. You have the tools that I need. I have the vision that you need. We all have part of the same vision. We all have part of the puzzle, part of the answer. We all need to get together. We, from the roots, from the people, we need to say, fuck any system, fuck legislation, fuck getting something written down on paper. We need to make things happen ourselves. And then if it's strong enough, if it's really strong enough, and we have real potential in our idea, and we can formulate a way to do this, but do it on a massive level, to save the earth, to save humankind. To save humankind. We will not make it if we don't do this. We won't make it. We cannot make it another generation. I don't think it's possible. It's not something to be fearing. It's even if we do, even if we go another 10 generations, when are we going to correct the misuse of the earth? When are we going to correct our actions and our exploitation for our resources, for the resources that we utilize? We need to come together, and we need to realize that we are all in this together. Like at the deepest of levels, we need systemic change. We need systemic change. We need to remember what it is to be human. Because right now we are so far from what we really are. We are so far from what we really are. There's too many rules. There's too many rules. How is anybody going to be happy in this society? You can't play music out in the street. Somebody will complain. They call the cops. That's not right. That's not right. That should never be the case. How is that possible? How is it possible that such a gifted painter or artist, they don't pursue that? They're not encouraged to pursue that. How is that possible? How is that possible? How is it possible that some people play music, they make so many people happy, and they're not encouraged to pursue that? They have to encourage themselves. I'm talking at a certain level, I would say, yeah, follow your dreams. But I'm talking systemically. No matter what, for some reason, the background music, the background theme is not to follow your dreams. It's to give in to a system of false security. Why? Why is that the case? Why is it that we should have to fight negative influences in order to achieve what we want? I don't even think that should be the case. I think that we should do it right now, and we should master our own destiny, and we should be determined and consistent in what we want. But I don't even think that we should have to do that. We shouldn't have to fight all these negative voices, all this negative feedback, all this negative collective voice. Our collective voice needs to be one of, we can do this. There is enough. We can do this. We are enough. I believe in us. I believe in us as a species. I believe in us as a people. I think we can come together, and I think we can do great things. But that has to be the mentality. It doesn't really matter exactly what we do, but the mentality has to be, no matter who you are, I care about you. That needs to be the mentality inside of every human being's heart. Every single human being's heart. There are so many people, they're struggling just to survive. They got no time to think about the things I'm saying. There's so many people right now that aren't even homeless or anything like that. They still don't feel that they have the time to think about what I'm saying right now. They go, I have 2 kids at home. I have to go work my shift at the Safeway. I don't have time to watch your video. Yeah, that's fine. You're a dreamer. No, I'm not. I think your children should have food no matter what. I think they should. And I think they should go to school and they should learn what they want to learn. I don't think that they should learn a biased point of view of history. When they go and they learn history in America, they learn history from America's point of view. They learn things that they're not concerned with. The system it needs serious reform. We don't need military. We don't need guns. We do not need guns. We don't. We really don't. The military runs everything. What are we supposed to say about that? I don't want to live in a world like this. I don't want to live in a country where I'm afraid to speak my truth. There should never be a consequence for speaking the truth. This is the case, however. How can we live in a country where we don't feel safe to express who we are and how we feel? What happens when the very country you live in feels like a prison? Because that's how I feel. That's how I feel about America. I don't feel like America's safe. I don't feel like America is forthright or honest or dignified. I think America's so deceptive. I think America is a horrible role model. Period. I think we have so much to learn from the old ways of many people around the world. Many people everywhere. Old ways. There's validity in tradition. There's validity in the old ways. Because the old ways, they knew how to live in harmony. So now we can do all kinds of fancy things. But what does it matter? There's no harmony. There's no harmony. What are we going to do? You tell me, whoever you are. Tell me what we're going to do. I need to hear it. I need to know what we're going to do. How can I have children? How can I have children? There's still war in the world. How can I have children? Is that right? It can't be right. It can't be right. I'm angry, but I'm sad. I think everybody is. I think everybody's just in shock. That's what I feel. I feel this strange level of detachment everywhere. It's a strange feeling. I haven't felt this ever. Ever. When I say there's fear in the air, I mean there's there's seriously something going on, obviously, with everybody, with all of us. We can all sense it. And I mean, society just feels like it's becoming stricter and stricter. That's all I feel. I mean, I just want to roar like a lion. I want to be naked. I want to beat my chest. I want to say fuck you when I want to say fuck you. You know, I don't think it's a big deal. I was on a bus once. I cursed, and the bus driver was saying, "Hey, don't curse here." We were in the back, me and this new friend of mine. What does it matter? There's too many rules. There's a time and a place for everything, I understand, but there's too many rules. Now it's just about control. I don't want to live in a society like that. I can't live in a society like this. I feel so unfree. I feel like I want to die. Really do. We gotta burn. We gotta burn. We gotta burn our spirits. Our spirits have to be on fire. We have to bring life back. And we have to have faith. Faith means that we do what we know is right and we know that everything is going to be okay. When you know your purpose, listen, I don't care whether you believe this or not. I'm going to share what I believe. When you know your purpose, you cannot die before that is accomplished. If you are so stern in your purpose and you know it absolutely and you know that you came here to succeed and you're a winner, you know that you are safe until you carry out your mission. So you know if your mission has not been carried out, your purpose has not been filled, you know that you got nothing to worry about. You are safe no matter what. This has been my experience. Tribal Revolt's big, man. Tribal Revolt is an idea, and I want to plant it inside of you. And really, I want to awaken it, because I think it's already there. It's a big one for me. I've been chewing on this for years. I'm serious. Tribal Revolt. It's been inside of my heart for several years. I've seen some dangerous things, and I've walked path that has made me believe in myself and made me believe that the world is for my good and showed me the interconnectivity of all. The world is our friend. Society, we have to love. We don't even have to hate it. But just to love it is going to change it. But to really love it means to say, look, society, sit down and have a conversation with it. You've been here for a long time, but it's just not working. And we care about you. And you can't be the best you can be, and we can't be the best we can be with you and us together. So we're going to have to split up. That's what you say to somebody when you love them. Because love means the highest good, the highest intention for the other and for oneself. Love does not mean possession. We don't own society. She doesn't own us. We have to love society and watch her let go. She's holding on to us. We're holding on to her. We're trying so desperately for a sense of security that now we're just doing incredibly stupid things. This cannot be right. There cannot be agencies listening to me on this microphone. There cannot be an idiot, a fucking racist idiot leading this nation of America. It just can't be. This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. It can't be possible that it's now widespread that the media is creating false news as a direct action of government officials. It's there straight on the television. It's not on a conspiracy website. This can't be real. This has to be a joke. No? It has to be a joke. There's no matter what, no matter where I go, there's cameras everywhere. Should that make me uncomfortable? Well, it does. It does. Because sometimes I want to do things, and I know that somebody's gonna try to control me just to feel like they have power, and that's not right. That's not right. It's not right that anybody should feel afraid of people that are supposed to be protecting us. They carry around weapons on their waist. They drive those scary looking cars. They got weapons inside their cars. This can't be the world I live in. This can't be the world I live in. Regardless of the individuals, there's good individuals and bad individuals everywhere. And they wear different uniforms, different suits on the outside. I get it. But we don't need that. We're at a point where we don't need this. I don't need to be told what to do. You don't need to be told what to do. We collectively do not need people to lead us. We need to lead ourselves. We need to move into the next step where every individual is capable of taking care of themselves and manning themselves, their own actions, their own lives. We need to take charge of our own lives. I don't want somebody else to lead me. I want to lead myself. Everybody needs to lead themselves. We have so much to live for. We have so much to live for. And right now, there's just a veil pulled over all of our eyes, and we accept it. I don't know why we accept it. Maybe because we feel like there's nothing we can do. But we can do something. We can do something that we've thought about. We can do the one word that we've all thought about for several years, but everybody's afraid to act on because they don't want to die. We have to have a revolution. We can have a peaceful revolution. It's just a word. It's very connotated. It's a heavily connotated word. But we can transform ourselves. We can become peaceful, and we can become tolerant of everything, love the world so much that we want the best for it, and that we will not tolerate anything less than the best. That's what I think real love is. To love the world as it is to not accept it, but to accept where it's at, and to demand, not request, not ask, fucking demand our fucking right to be free, to fucking feel happy, to fucking be healthy, to fucking have our birthright. Our birthright is the food that grows from the soil on this planet. Our birthright is to go to the rivers and stand in them and bathe in them or drink from them. That is our birthright. Our birthright is to go to the oceans. That's our birthright. What are we doing? How disgraceful we as a species are behaving. Disgraceful. And you and I are perpetuating it by not standing against it. Even if we are not directly throwing pollution into the ocean. Even if you and I aren't down there picking up the trash right now. I want to go to the ocean. I haven't been there in a while. You and I can say something. We can use our voice to say something that fucking matters instead of just talking about things that really don't matter. Let's not talk about things that don't matter. Let's talk about real fucking change. Let's not try to forget the problems. Let's not try to distract ourselves. Let's enjoy being alive and admit that we have to commit to fucking doing something for our global family. Because all of us are responsible. You're responsible. And when I look at you, whoever you are, I see a capable and powerful person. And I don't hold the standard for anything less. You're fucking capable. Do something about it. Here I am. I'm capable. I gotta do something about it. I don't know what else to do except say what I feel. But the best thing about this is other people can go, oh my God, I feel like that too. Or, oh man, that's true. Or, oh, I would have been afraid to say those things. You're not alone. I'm not alone. There are so many people that care about this world because we are all a part of it. It's not fucking right. Maybe people wouldn't go out and slaughter and poach animals if the economic system that's in play didn't exist. Maybe people wouldn't go kill elephants if they could get all this money from the ivory or from their tusk or whatever, from the meat. We're selling this, you're going to stuff it. If there wasn't a system that demanded that you pay such high costs for basic necessities like a place to sleep, you cannot charge a person anything for a place to sleep. It's your birthright. Maybe if everybody had these things, they wouldn't feel compelled to go out and beat people to try to meet a quota and give out tickets and arrest people. Maybe they wouldn't go out and fucking join the military and follow some other egghead's agenda and take blind orders to kill innocent people and to carry out bullshit in the name of false patriotism, which is just a sense of separation that doesn't exist because we're all humans. Maybe we wouldn't go out and join gangs or rob people. Maybe we wouldn't do a plethora of different things if we didn't have to struggle just to survive, because there's so many resources. It can't be possible that anybody doesn't have a place to sleep, that anybody doesn't have food every fucking day, that anybody doesn't have water, that anybody doesn't have clothing, that anybody does not have a community to thrive in and be a part of. Listen, I love you. I'm going to end this video. I'm definitely going to have more things to say. You have things to say. Why don't you make a beautiful video, beautiful person?